Hey guys, so today we'll be reviewing the MITXPC MX500 Industrial PC case. So right now I have the ASRock QC5000 ITX. This was previously in a different case, but was quite fragile in that configuration. So turn it on. All you can hear is the spindle motor on the hard drive. It's very quiet. And I don't know if you can see this, but the LED is not blinding, it's just a little dot on the power button. For the past 2 years that I've had my Mini ITX, I'm unable to find a case which suits my specifications. You see, I wanted one with a flush face, which is what this one has. Nice flat face, none of that curved plastic bullshit. This case is all metal, which I quite like. The switch on the front is a tactile switch, not a micro switch, which is sort of disappointing, but it doesn't need much throw. It's just flat on the surface like that. So the case opens up from these two little tiny screws on the back. It slides back, revealing the board and hard drive mounting in the back. So the hard drive is mounted on this little plate that is held in by 4 screws and 4 little tabs which just hang over the edge but still allow the top cover to slide forward. There's a little gap right over here that's wider than this gap. In this case I used it to tuck some of my cables. Don't want to get too much in the path of where the heatsink is. My complaint about this hard drive mounting is that the hard drive is right over the edge of the heatsink. It's a quite long heatsink. Usually you won't see this, so I guess they didn't consider this in design. But after an hour of running this thing while I was streaming video, the hard drive didn't get too hot, which is fine with me. But if your heatsink radiates a lot more heat, if you have let's say a more powerful processor, then of course you might want to consider better cooling inside. The power supply used is a 180 watt Pico PSU. It's a clone because the official is quite expensive, but the clone seems to have not blown up on me for the past 2 years. That's how long I've had this configuration, even though I just got the case yesterday from Amazon. Look at that snapping action on the case, and it just lies nice and flush with the front panel. So on the back of the case, you've got a little hole for a Kensington lock. You've got the little punch outs for Wi-Fi antennae if your I/O panel doesn't support them. Here, these little punch outs will not come out. I assume that you have to drill those out. Right here, you have the serial port punch out. You can see there's a little slot, so you can just get a screwdriver and rock it to the side and it will come out. And it came with a little punch out for the power jack, which I used. It comes with these little brackets, which are for wall mounting. There are these 2 holes that have bevels in them. My camera's out of focus. They attach to the sides like that, so it flanges out like that, and then these 4 holes right here are bolted to the wall. And now if you're wondering what these notches are, so if you've got case fans installed, little tiny case fans, it will clear those screws. You see it lines up with these holes right here.